A fixture in the New York City social scene throughout the 80s, it would seem that Ivana Trump was a woman to covet. But Donald Trump has always been known to go after what he wants. And when he decided he wanted model and actor Marla Maples in 1990, his marriage to Ivana quickly fell apart. Of course, Marla wasn't the only factor in the marriage's downfall. Let's take a look inside the breakdown of Ivana and Donald Trump's marriage. The Trumps' marriage was a New York tabloid dream. Ivana Zelničková, a Czechoslovakian model turned Canadian immigrant, found herself in New York City in 1976, where fate brought her face-to-face with Donald Trump. Their initial encounter, as recounted by Ivana to the New York Post, took place in an Upper East Side bar, an unlikely setting considering Trump's abstention from alcohol. However, in a display of gallantry, Trump offered to assist Ivana in securing a table for her party, introducing himself with the memorable words, "I'm Donald Trump, and I see you're looking for a table. I can help you." Following a whirlwind romance, the couple tied the knot in 1977, swiftly ascending to the status of icons during the opulent era of the 1980s. The inauguration of Trump Tower in 1983 served as a tangible emblem of their union, a gleaming, opulent structure towering over Fifth Avenue. It drew considerable attention to the couple, who basked in the spotlight and adulation it brought. However, not everyone was enamored with the ostentatious edifice. Frommers characterized it as a bold and brassy establishment, unmistakably commanding attention with its gold signage that practically screamed, "Look at me!" And indeed, the Trumps relished being in the limelight, with media outlets eagerly documenting their every move, from society gatherings covered by the New York Times to the gossip columns of the New York Post, capturing their involvement in charity galas and high-profile business ventures alike. The limelight was too intoxicating for Donald Trump. Amid the glare of the spotlight illuminating his real estate empire, Donald Trump found himself enticed by more than just financial gain. His ego swelled, and with his status as one of New York's most powerful figures, he became a magnet for admiring glances from women. Rumors of alleged affairs with several notable figures swirled, including Peggy Fleming, Catherine Oxenberg, Robin Givens, and Carol Alt. Oxenberg vehemently dismissed the speculation in a 1990 interview with People, asserting, "It's a complete joke as far as I'm concerned. I hardly know the man." Similarly, Alt's talent manager, Steve Gutstein, brushed off the reported liaisons, remarking to the media outlet, "Donald Trump is a fortunate man, but he's not that fortunate." However, it's worth noting that Trump himself had a penchant for courting the press and relished the sight of his name in print. He even adopted the persona of John Barron, a fictional publicist, to interact with the media. So it's plausible that he may have been behind the circulation of those rumors in the tabloids. While the true extent of his involvement remains shrouded in uncertainty, Barbara Rez, a former vice president of the Trump Organization, suggested to PBS's Frontline, "I don't think Donald was necessarily evasive with the press when he used his alter ego John Barron. I think it gave him the opportunity to say things that he couldn't say as Donald Trump." Ivana Trump. The secret to Donald's success. Ivana Trump was not just a supportive spouse, but a crucial force behind putting the Trump name on the map. Her intelligence and work ethic were evident, yet Donald Trump was not inclined to share credit with his wife. He sought sole recognition for his achievements. Despite her significant contributions, Ivana's role often went unacknowledged by her husband. In a 1988 interview with Vanity Fair, Ivana revealed that Donald referred to her as his twin as a woman. Yet this admiration did not translate into equitable treatment. When Ivana assumed the role of CEO at Trump's castle, his Atlantic City casino hotel, the challenges were immense. Managing nearly 4,000 employees and overseeing a payroll of $1.2 million per week, the operation resembled running a small city. In addition to handling day-to-day operations, Ivana was responsible for various facets, including housekeeping, laundry, entertainment, showgirls, orchestra, casino lounges, and health club management. Despite the demanding nature of her position, Ivana rarely complained. She saw their efforts as a joint endeavor in realizing the American dream. Reflecting on her responsibilities, Ivana emphasized the multifaceted nature of her role. She navigated complex tasks encompassing hotel and casino marketing, all while maintaining a keen eye on customer satisfaction. Despite the tremendous workload, Ivana remained committed to her role within the Trump organization, tirelessly contributing to the growth and success of Donald's business empire. Along came Marla Maples. Donald Trump and Marla Maples' relationship blossomed from chance encounters to a full-fledged affair. Their initial interaction reportedly occurred when Trump approached Maples on Madison Avenue, foregoing his usual limousine. Maples, a Southern belle, had crossed paths with Trump on various occasions before their encounter on Madison Avenue. Despite these casual encounters, their relationship took a romantic turn after multiple chance meetings, including sightings at Marble Collegiate Church on Fifth Avenue. Their affair, though not concealed by Trump, evolved into a more significant connection that Maples had long hoped for. According to Roger Gross, managing editor of Casino Journal at the time, Trump was not particularly discreet about his involvement with Maples. She spent the summer on the Trump Princess, Trump's yacht, except for occasions when Ivana, his then-wife, was present. While Trump may have viewed Maples as a mere fling, she expressed to Vanity Fair that she had prayed for a deeper, more meaningful relationship. Marla Maples has emphasized that she never considered herself merely Trump's mistress. In an interview on ABC News' Journeys of Faith with Paula Ferris podcast, she highlighted their deep connection and her reliance on faith throughout their relationship. Maples expressed her desire for divine guidance and prayed fervently for clarity and wisdom. Every step of the way I was praying, God, please be in this. Please be in this, she told Ferris. I do not want to be part of breaking anything up that has a chance. Meanwhile, Ivana Trump was focused on raising her 3 kids. Ivana Trump's role as a mother was paramount in her life, especially as she raised her children, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and Ivanka Trump. With Donald Trump engrossed in his career and relationship with Marla Maples, Ivana primarily took charge of parenting responsibilities. In an interview with the New York Daily News, Ivana candidly revealed that Donald showed limited interest in their children until they reached an age where he could discuss business with them. This left Ivana to handle the day-to-day upbringing of their children, a task she managed while also juggling her responsibilities within the Trump organization. Despite the challenges, Ivana approached parenting with discipline and dedication. In her book, Raising Trump, she emphasized her commitment to instilling values of dignity, diligence, and determination in her children. Ivana set clear expectations and rules for her privileged offspring, expecting them to follow without question or face consequences. Daughter Ivanka acknowledged the impact of her mother's parenting style in her own book, Women Who Work: Rewriting the Rules for Success. Ivanka praised her mother for her ability to balance work and family, recognizing that it was not an easy feat at a time when women faced societal pressures to prioritize careers over personal interests. The Aspen confrontation is heard around the world. Marla Maples took decisive action in her affair with Donald Trump during the holiday ski season in 1989. She traveled to Aspen, Colorado, where Donald was vacationing with Ivana Trump and their 3 children, sparking one of the most infamous episodes in NYC gossip history. Ivana had already suspected her husband's infidelity, but Donald downplayed it, dismissing Maples as just a girl who's been going after me for the last 2 years, as Ivana revealed in her interview with Barbara Walters. However, the situation was far more serious than Donald let on. During their Aspen vacation, Ivana confronted a friend of Maples in a restaurant line, expressing her concerns about the ongoing affair. She relayed a message to the friend, stating, I understand from my husband that you have a friend who has been after my husband for the last 2 years. Will you give her the message that I love my husband very much?" according to her interview with Walters. Little did she know, Maples was standing right next to the friend, and the confrontation quickly escalated. Maples introduced herself and boldly declared, "I'm Marla, and I love your husband. Do you?" Ivana recounted this encounter in her memoir, Raising Trump, describing her shock and response. "Get lost. I love my husband." This dramatic confrontation catapulted the Trumps' marital issues into the spotlight, dominating New York City tabloid headlines for 11 consecutive days as their marriage crumbled publicly. Ivana Trump also became obsessed with looking young. Amid rumors of Donald Trump's alleged involvement with younger women, Ivana Trump embarked on a journey of cosmetic enhancements to maintain her appearance, a decision she was open about. Opting for procedures to enhance her looks, Ivana chose renowned plastic surgeon Dr. Stephen Hoffman, renowned for his work with A-list celebrities like Joan Rivers, Michael Jackson, and Elizabeth Taylor, among others, as reported by Vanity Fair. During Donald's purported affair with Catherine Oxenberg, Ivana reportedly sought to emulate Oxenberg's appearance in an attempt to regain her husband's attention. According to a source cited by People in 1990, Ivana's decision to undergo a transformation was influenced by her knowledge of Donald's interest in Catherine. However, her efforts did not yield the desired results. While Ivana kept the specifics of her surgeries under wraps, she subtly endorsed self-improvement, stating to the entertainment outlet, "If people can improve themselves, they should." Ivana harbored a desire to maintain youthfulness, acknowledging the benefits of age while drawing inspiration from her daughter Ivanka Trump's youthful demeanor and that of her then-husband, Rossano Rubicondi. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, she admitted to being influenced by the younger generation, incorporating elements of their style into her own. Donald Trump also played a role in fostering Ivana's fixation with youthfulness. He once advised her, "Never look a day over 28, placing considerable pressure on Ivana as she navigated life as a mother of 3 in the public eye while working for the Trump Organization. This expectation to maintain a youthful appearance amidst the demands of her high-profile role likely added to the complexities of Ivana's personal and professional life, keeping a brave face for the press. The aftermath of the Aspen trip marked a turbulent period for Donald and Ivana Trump as they attempted to salvage their marriage. Despite outward attempts at reconciliation, their efforts were transparent, fooling neither their circle of friends nor the media. Ivana recounted the surreal nature of this time in her book, Raising Trump, describing the incessant media coverage that enveloped her life, leaving her unable to escape even in the privacy of her own home. The turning point came during Donald's business trip to Tokyo in early February 1990. Prior to his departure, Donald made his intentions clear through a spokesperson, signaling the end of their marriage. Though he hadn't directly communicated his plans to Ivana, the message reached her, prompting her to take decisive action. Ivana wasted no time in initiating divorce proceedings, enlisting the services of lawyer Michael Kennedy to navigate the legal complexities. By November of the same year, she had officially filed for divorce, formalizing the end of their union. While the divorce proceedings would be fraught with contention, Donald expressed a rare moment of vulnerability amidst the tumult. In an interview with People, he expressed his enduring love for Ivana and their children, emphasizing his commitment to their well-being. Despite their paths diverging, Donald affirmed his reluctance to cause Ivana any harm, underscoring the enduring bond they shared, particularly as co-parents to their children. How much money did Ivana Trump get from Donald after their messy public divorce? Donald Trump's divorce from Ivana Trump was publicly messy, not just because of the family's fame, but also because of how brazenly he flaunted his affair with Marla Maples. Ivana and Donald married in 1977 and were together for 13 years before splitting in 1990. The mother of 3 had quite a case against Donald. Apart from his public affairs, she also accused him of rape, even swearing an oath to that effect. Despite this, the divorce was also tricky for Ivana. Before their marriage, she'd signed a prenuptial agreement that entitled her to a 45-room Greenwich home in Connecticut and $25 million, as well as custody of their 3 children. However, she decided to contest the prenup as she believed it represented too small a fraction of Donald's wealth. Mr. Trump, who was in debt at the time, was still worth about $1.7 billion. Finally, after a year of court battles, the divorce was finalized, and Ivana's prenup contest was somewhat successful. In addition to what she'd been previously entitled to, she was given an apartment at Trump Plaza, a month at Mar-a-Lago annually, and an annual payment of $650,000 until their kids turned 18. However, instead of $25 million, she received $14 million. Ivana ended up rescinding her rape allegations in 1993, 3 years after making them. Time heals old wounds, sort of. Despite the turbulence of their marital history, Ivana Trump and Donald Trump managed to forge a deep friendship that endured beyond the dissolution of their marriage. While Ivana extended her support to Donald during his tenure in the White House, she remained steadfast in her refusal to reconcile with Marla Maples, whom she held responsible for the breakdown of her marriage. Throughout Donald's presidency, Ivana emphasized that their communication revolved solely around their shared responsibility in raising their 3 children, rather than involving his third wife, Melania Trump. Despite the complexities of their past, Ivana and Donald maintained a dialogue focused on familial matters and occasional discussions on economic issues. However, any hope of reconciliation with Marla remained elusive for Ivana, as she grappled with the lingering scars of that tumultuous period in her life. In her memoir, Raising Trump, Ivana candidly expressed the pain and humiliation she endured as a result of Marla's involvement, highlighting the deep scars left by the affair. Despite the passage of time, the wounds inflicted during that period continued to resonate, making forgiveness toward Marla an insurmountable challenge for Ivana. What Ivana Trump's relationship with Donald Trump was like in her later years. After the dissolution of their marriage, Ivana and Donald Trump's relationship underwent a significant transformation, evolving into a more amicable dynamic over the years. On July 14th, Donald Trump took to Truth Social to announce Ivana's passing, expressing deep sadness at the loss of a beloved figure. In his heartfelt message, the former president fondly remembered Ivana as a remarkable woman who lived an inspirational life, with her 3 children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric, being her pride and joy. He concluded his tribute with a heartfelt, "Rest in peace, Ivana." During Donald's presidential campaign, the former couple maintained a surprisingly positive working relationship. Ivana even disclosed to the New York Post that she offered advice to the Donald throughout his White House bid, engaging in discussions before and after his public appearances. Among her suggestions was to exude more calmness, a testament to her continued involvement and support in his political endeavors. In her 2017 memoir, Raising Trump, Ivana reiterated her endorsement of Donald's presidential aspirations, expressing confidence in his ability to lead the nation effectively. She also extended her well wishes to Melania Trump, acknowledging the challenges of assuming the role of the First Lady. Despite their past differences, it is evident that Ivana harbored respect and admiration for her former husband's political ambitions. Donald Trump's divorce from Ivana showed him the value of negative attention. One of the crucial lessons that Donald Trump gleaned from his divorce with Ivana Trump was the power of attention, even if it came in the form of negative publicity. According to Trump biographer Tim O'Brien, the divorce saga taught Trump that he could weather personal scandals and emerge with heightened public interest. O'Brien highlighted in The Atlantic how Trump's own actions, including his infidelity, sparked a media frenzy that ultimately bolstered his notoriety. In a 2019 op-ed for The Washington Post, columnist Max Boot delved into what he termed Trump's superpower, his shamelessness. Boot contended that Trump's unapologetic pursuit of ego gratification and financial gain, regardless of ethical or moral considerations, was central to his modus operandi. Similarly, writer Kurt Anderson emphasized Trump's insatiable thirst for attention, describing it as a pathological addiction. Anderson, co-founder of the 80s satire magazine Spy, recounted the magazine's attempts to lampoon Trump, including sending him comically small checks. To their surprise, Trump cashed the checks, underscoring his relentless craving for the spotlight. Donald Trump used negative attention to get to the White House. Donald Trump strategically leveraged negative attention by making controversial statements throughout his presidential campaigns. His announcement of candidacy in June 2015, staged at Trump Tower, was marked by provocative remarks that garnered widespread media coverage. Trump's assertion about immigrants from Mexico sparked a firestorm. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. And some, I assume, are good people. Following this announcement, media outlets dissected every word, feeding into a frenzy of coverage. CBS CEO Leslie Moonves acknowledged the phenomenon in 2016, stating, "It may not be good for America, but it's damn good for CBS." Moonves, speaking at an industry event, expressed anticipation for the increased viewership driven by Trump's polarizing presence. He controversially remarked, "Sorry, it's a terrible thing to say. But bring it on, Donald. Keep going." Trump's presidency continued to drive news cycles, generating substantial clicks and ratings for media organizations. However, the transition to President Joe Biden's administration prompted some journalists to lament the perceived lack of excitement after Trump's tenure. In 2021, Forbes reported on journalists' complaints about Biden being boring compared to Trump. Responding to this sentiment, Biden's press secretary, Jen Psaki, humorously suggested in an interview with Good Luck America, "If you find that boring, I don't know. Maybe you should work for Us magazine and cover scandals in Hollywood." Despite the shift in administration, Trump's influence on media coverage remains palpable, whether through his interactions with the Secret Service or the continuation of MAGA political rallies, signaling that the former president's impact is far from over. As we delve into the intricate dynamics of Ivana and Donald Trump's marriage, it becomes evident that their relationship was not without its complexities and challenges. What lessons can we draw from their experiences? How do you perceive the roles of power and ego in their relationship? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing insights into the lives of notable figures. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned.